Where are we? We are here, standing in the lower eastern corner of the room. Let us see. There's the brewer. Oh, I think the zoom level is a bit too much for me. I would prefer to see a little bit more. Okay. There's the brewer that we know, named Galka. We can look at him and see what he or she, we can check that, she has on her. She has a copper boning knife and a lot of things that she wears. And we could also see that she is average in size. Her lips are very thick. Okay, there we have the shearer La, the farmer Laro, the shearer and the farmer. More farmers. Okay, we are, after all, living in a hamlet. But there should also be Lucky. Lucky is our horse. He is brown, his eyes are black, and his hair is pumpkin. Okay, and he will probably have a little bit of a trouble to get out of here. Okay, we can already see some people talking here in the lower corner. The brewer has spoken to us. Galka has greeted us, and we can reply to greeting by saying, "Hey, it is good to see you." The brewer says that mastering the forces of nature would glorify us in the eyes of the world. Okay, she is already telling us about the forest titan named Uker Grottedel, the Windy. And this forest titan has killed 42 in its lust for murder. It is a bit too much for us at the moment. We would not hope to kill a forest titan, but we can say that it is terrifying. Okay, it seems that we are in the middle of the town and there'll be a lot of talking. Let us leave the place. Let's see if our horse can do that. And we'll try to lead our horse. We will lead Lucky out. And now we can stop leading him, which made our speed, which we can see here in the lower corner, go up to 1. Okay, Lucky, let us see where we are. The sun is still over the eastern sky, and we can also see probably the moon, I suppose, and well in Wild Dreamed Hamlet, which is our place where we live. Okay, let's just stop for now. We are not planning on fast traveling, and if I'm not mistaken, we can see here some spider webs. But it is a brown recluse spider-man silk web. So there was a spider-man somewhere around here. Okay, let us also see our quest log. That is a very important screen in adventure mode, because we can see all of the events, agreements, all of the people we know. We can check who we know. We know a few people. We know Aviri, Beast Sounded. Or at least we heard about it. And important people who we know. We know Erdel, the dwarf deity, which we worship. We know Dak. We know this person our entire life. We know Dick Blowworks, which is the lady of the band of channeling. She is our lady. Okay. We also know Galka, who we spoken to just a moment ago. And we also know Geekast, which is the holy scale of the Fuchsia Fellowship. Okay, we know him our entire life. It was probably some religious group that that is somewhere around here. And I can toggle pressing O between showing all and showing important. Let's see, what do we want to do? We know some creatures, 370 of them. So as a character that has lived in this world the entire life, we know a bit about the creatures that are here. We know about monsters. We know a bit about artifacts. No, not really yet. We do not know. And we have some knowledge. We know that the hairy cats, the submerged cyclopean straps, is present in the lilac of spring. I wonder what the hairy cats, or who the hairy cats is. We can get always this knowledge from our lady. Let me zoom out a bit more. We are walking on conglomerates and dense dry satin tails. There's a lot of this spider webs, silk webs. But what I would want to do is to reach the ocean. If I'm not mistaken, we are living. Okay, now I just started to fast travel, and that is useful because it allows us to cross bigger distances without needing to click the buttons all the time. Okay, I can't go any further west because we are nearing the ocean shore. And that is where I wanted to travel. Do we see any creatures around us? I don't think we do. Those are just some berries that might be useful. Rice. Do we have anything to eat on us? Probably yes. Yes, we have a prepared emu spleen and also some water in the tiger shark leather water skin. We've got a copper bow. That is my mistake. I've prepared this character as a crossbowman and then I gave him the bow. Most probably destroyed his crossbow somewhere. Oh, and to not be as slow as we are, we can mount Lucky. And now our speed has gone up from 1 to 2,044. Okay, we are probably nearing the ocean. As we can see, there is a wet white sand and some driftwood lying around. Some sandstone pebbles. But I would like to see the ocean. And there it is. If we will wait... nothing is happening, really. There's not much movement. And we don't want to go to swim right now. Our character is not the best at swimming. And Lucky is not really better, I suppose. Okay, we could go back right now to our town and try to get some information about what is going on in the world. Perhaps we could find ourselves some kind of a first quest. Nothing too difficult, like probably a kobold camp. Kobolds are small creatures which are not really dangerous, but can be annoying. They can steal some stuff, especially if you play in the fortress mode. But right now, we are trying to get to the building in which our lady will be. And we'll know if we're a hurt person, if we have sworn our services to her. Okay, I would like to dismount to northwest. I wonder if our horse will make it. No. He will not make it. Lucky will stay outside and we'll take a look at what is in here. Some pedestals, but empty pedestals. Every thing that is in gold or in yellow, we can press the button and check a description, check some more information. I'll be doing this from time to time. Here we have the Bowman Lega, and we know all these people. That is why we see their names. We know Mido, we know the lady Dick Usligoma. You may be wondering why now the lady is named Dick Usligoma. In this screen we are seeing the name as in the native language. It is not translated to English. That's why we don't see that her surname translated to English. And there's also the spearman. I'm afraid that no other person will want to go with us on adventuring, and that would be useful because we have a horse. But let's not worry about too much at once. We will now start talking to our lady. Hey Dick. It is not really the best name for lady, I would say. The lady says, "Hello, it is good to see you. Praise fortresses. Hopefully your friends can dissuade you from this foolishness." I think she's speaking about our religious beliefs. Or maybe not. Okay, we see that I have an option to become a hearth person, which means I'm not yet a hearth person for this particular hamlet. And probably she will not agree to take me to be her hearth person until I will do some stuff for our hamlet. For now, we've been just a hunter, and now we would like to know about any troubles that are heavy on her mind. Okay, we've got abductions, and only abductions, it seems. Let us ask about the abductions. Several years ago, her half-sibling, Thruni Saint-Jogt, was kidnapped from Wildtrim by Snamos Sinmeets. Okay, let us try to get to know where this goblin is. Does she know? Probably on the move or deep underground, but I can't be sure. So she knows that her half-sibling was kidnapped a few years ago, but she has no idea where it was kidnapped to. Okay, that is a problem because right now we can't do anything more for our home, for our hamlet. We'll probably travel to another town and try to see what's in there. We will say goodbye to our lady. She will not leave this place.
Hello.
Goodbye and goodbye. Okay, and we'll try to see who else is here. We see the pikeman Epska, the spearman Dag, and the pikeman Anath. I think we'll try to speak with the spearman Dag. We'll greet him, and we'll try to convince him, or her, I'm not sure, to join us on an adventure. We'll tell a joke, and the goblin said, "Are you going to eat that?" And the spearman is laughing. Let us look. Who are we talking to? Is it him or her? Her. She has a protruding eyes, high voice. Her head is somewhat short, and her skin is sepia. Okay. She's wearing a bronze spear and a bronze shield. Some chain leggings, mail shirt, bronze helm, and that would be all. Okay, I don't think that Doug will willingly go on our adventures, but let us try, perhaps. We will ask her to join us, and to join us on the adventures. No, not really. With a band so large, what share of the glory would I have? If we wouldn't have a horse, she would probably agree. But for now, that might be a bit of a problem. And let me see. Okay, I'm looking one level up, and I can see that this structure is probably just one level high. I don't see any stairs up or down in here. But there is a chest, and we can check what's in there. Some mittens, some quivers. Let us check the wool bag. More arrows. And right now, we can take whatever we want from these chests. That is a common theme in the adventure mode. It is still sometimes a bit hard to find an equipment that you want to use, especially if you're a dwarf or an elf, if I'm not mistaken, because those creatures are wearing small variants. Clothes in Dwarf Fortress have their sizes, so if you're an elephant man, which you can, you have to find an armor that will fit you. And that would not be easy. Nothing really useful here. Do we have a hood? We should have a cloak. Yes, elephant leather cloak. But not a hood. So we could take this cotton hood later. And let me check it. We've got a copper helm. Okay, I guess we will. Timta. Is Timta this person? Oh, no, I don't want to draw this. Thruni. No, so he's speaking about some other abducted person, probably. Maybe our hamlet was having a wave of abductions. We don't know it yet. Okay, let me get. And now let's take a cotton hood. This cotton hood is, or should be, in our left hand right now. And we could see that it is of superior quality. And it is decorated, if I'm not mistaken. It is a red hood made from cotton cloth. The object is adorned with hanging rings of finely crafted ship bone and menaces with the spikes of finely crafted bluefin tuna bone. On the item is a finely designed image of a thick crescent in tetrahydrite. Okay, so that is not some ordinary hood, and we will want to wear it. Okay, and now if we'll check our inventory, we can see that cotton hood is on our head. Looking good. And if I'm not mistaken, there are some more pedestals, all empty. We will speak a little bit more with Dag. We can ask her about any troubles. Perhaps she will have something other to say. Well, we've got abductions. So let us ask the Dag about the abductions. Her uncle was kidnapped by Uzbu Gukril. Okay. So maybe you know where this goblin Uzbu Gukril is. Hate Black. Well, we want directions to Hate Black. Hate Black is far to the east. Okay. And it is a place which was founded in the 5th year of this world. Currently we have 250th year of this world. Let us now check Timta and sites, and let us filter Hate Black. Those are some dark pits, and they are near a tower, of a necromancer tower, or a dark fortress even. Not really the safest place to visit. especially that early in our travels. We've got some monastery on the southeast. A few, actually, which we could visit. Also, a hamlet named Spice Zenith. And then we could go to the Fortress of Granite Clouds. Probably. We have a lot of dwarven structures around here, which we could visit. And that is just a piece of map. Because if we'll go, we could go much farther in every direction. But right now, our hero, Angir, knows only that part of the world. And as he tries to get any mission which would be useful for him, he knows that he won't find this information in his home. He knows there are troubles and stuff that those people deal with all too well. Our next step will be visiting nearby monasteries and hamlets and trying to find if they have any interesting quests.